think it's about time that we realised how lucky we are. I don't really believe in luck, but I know that I am extremely lucky. I'm living in a country that hasn't been invaded by a foreign force in nearly 400 years. Let's just think about that. Nearly 400 years. And technically it's actually more than that, because about 400 years ago it was the Civil War, which was actually British people against British people. So it'll be even longer. Perhaps even 1066, I think. We've not been invaded. Britain has had a relatively peaceful time of it. We've been in wars, don't get me wrong, we've been in wars, of course. The First World War, the Second World War, the Falklands, even though it was thousands of miles away. But we've not had wars here. We've not had wars where our homes have been destroyed and our livelihoods have been destroyed and we've been forced to run somewhere else. We've stayed put. We've been steadfast in our stubbornness of we'll fight on, we will stay here, we won't surrender. Great. World War II spirit, wonderful. And it worked for us, and yes, we ended up winning that war, but what if we hadn't? What if we'd have then become the refugees and we'd have had to flee to Ireland, to America, to Africa, to Australia, to South America? What then? Would you have liked to been turned away and shunned by those around you? Oh no, we don't want them. They're refugees from the United Kingdom. They've come from a war-torn country. They'll want to come and steal your jobs and steal your benefits. And no. Why did that become the sole narrative of refugees, that they just want to hurt us? They don't. They want to breathe and to live and to survive, and not to have the threat of death always hanging over them. I'm baffled by the amount of anti-immigrant propaganda and just spite that people are throwing around on social media. And I understand that it's social media and that it's very easy for people to just say things and not really believe them, but it's just become insane. And it's used as a distraction technique from the failures of our government. I've seen some people say that why should we help refugees when we've got homeless veterans and homeless people and people that have work on our own streets? Okay, well, first of all, our government actively opposes refugees. We've made it, Priti Patel said that she wanted to make it as difficult as possible for people to cross the channel to come to this country. So there is no help there. The help isn't being sent to the migrants. The help isn't there because they don't care. Because our lives are not worth anything. Because why? We're not Etonian top 1% rich, friends with the government and friends with the... Yeah, we don't matter. We'll just say, oh, it's the refugees. Yeah, they're the problem. They're the problem. But they're not. Blaming refugees for fleeing their own country and wanting security and safety here is ridiculous. It's utterly, utterly ridiculous. I feel like people are only looking after themselves now. And I don't really know why. Because I don't know, maybe, actually, no, this will be it. It will be because I am a snowflake millennial who doesn't care about the reality of the world, and I'm just in an idealistic version, a utopia that I want. Yeah? Do you not want a utopia? You don't want the world to be better. Maybe that's the reason. There we go. We found it at last. People don't want it to be better. They want it to be a shit show, do they? They want it to be an absolute abhorrent world where we look after ourselves, we go on our lovely holidays. Fuck the rest of them. They're not British. No. Hello? Hello? We're meant to champion kindness and welcomingness as human beings. Forget where people are from. Honestly, it does not matter. Whether you've got like white skin or brown skin or black skin, why are we still caught up on such meagre, pointless things? We're better than this. We're so much better than this. I think we need to start searching, because we've evidently lost something. Well, we've lost more than one thing. But first of all, we've lost our humanity. I don't know when it was lost, but it sure as hell isn't about now. And it makes me really, really sad, because it's so insignificant. Everything that we're doing now is so insignificant. Whether or not someone supports the same football team as you, or comes from the same country as you, or whether they like different types of food, or they support a different religion, those don't matter. They honestly don't, in the grand scheme of things. Just your life means so little and so much at the same time. Why can't we just follow the simple lessons that we're taught as a kid? Be nice. Don't steal that. That's not yours. Give that back. Be kind. And that's it. How come once we stop toddling and start walking, we forget that? I don't know. Just try and be kind. That's all I'm asking. Whatever you do, by all means question things. But whenever you're questioning things, do it with kindness, with generosity, and see the best in people. Don't just assume the worst intentions. Because if you assume the worst intentions of everyone, you'll never trust anyone. And people can surprise you. People are amazing. And we can be so much better than we are right now. So much better. And we need to be. And soon. Because this sort of hatred can't go on. It simply can't. I've had enough of it. The world has had enough of it. It needs to stop.